Today we'd hoped to be joined in person by Vitali Klitschko, the mayor of Kyiv. However, given the situation in Kyiv, we know that he's not been able to travel to the UK at this time, but we're able to do it virtually, and we're very grateful to you, Mr. Klitschko, for making time to speak to us virtually. I wonder if I could perhaps begin with a general question. Could you tell us about the current situation in Kyiv and what conditions the civilians are facing? We know that Russian attacks seem to be targeting Ukraine's energy supplies and that the temperature is falling below minus 20 degrees. I wondered if you could explain exactly what life is like and how the city authorities are responding.
Good afternoon one more time. I want to remind Kyiv is one of the largest cities in East Europe, population of our hometown 3.5 million people.
Yes.
We actually frontline actually far from us, but anyway, every day we listen air alarm, and every day Russians send kamikaze drones, ballistic missiles, cruise missiles to our hometown. And during the wartime, more than 300, I just talking about civilian, more than 300 people in our hometown was killed, was destroyed almost 2,000 apartments, buildings, and killed more than 30 children. It's right now, in this winter, it's one of the coldest winter in last 10 years. We have temperature outside minus 20 degrees Celsius, and we have massive attack to our critical infrastructure. Putin announced always the main target military forces. A long time, I think Putin declared one things and do it totally different. Where is the reason to destroy life of civilians, to destroy life of peaceful city? I find explanation. Main point to bring society to depressive mood.
Yeah.
To destroy it will to defend our home country and to destroy resistance of Ukrainians. And very critical situation. I want to say thank you very much to everyone who helped Ukraine during the war, because from your support depend a lot. It's not secret, from beginning the war, world experts give to us couple of days, maybe couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, you showed them.
Fighting against one of the strongest and biggest army, Russian army. We actually successfully defending our homeland already 4 years.
Yes.
It's a difficult fight. This fight is no rules. This fight it's genocide, because I was every month I visiting our military forces in the front line. The front line is more than 1,500 kilometers, and east of Ukraine totally destroyed the cities, destroyed the villages, destroyed a big part of our homeland. And but anyway, the main goal for Putin, Kyiv and whole Ukraine. And if I saw the everything what did Putin, I have just one explanation. Putin need property. Us Ukrainians, he don't need. And that's why right now the main goal to bring the society in depressive mood in our hometown, everyone have to left and make him Ukraine empty, and make him easy way, not just to Kyiv. I want to remind, in sick vision of Putin, his goal to rebuild Soviet empire. It's mean Baltic countries, it's mean Poland, Czechoslovakia, Slovakia and Czech Republic. And I spent big part of my life in Germany. I want to remind Germans, in Putin's sick vision, part of Germany belonged to Russian Empire also, where Putin working years long as KGB agent. And that's why it's not just our war. It's war for values, as the principles, and for our homeland, and not just for our homeland. It's also for whole Europe, because it's also not secret Ukraine, largest country in Europe, and from stability in Ukraine depends stability in whole region. Yes. And that's why I'm sorry, I have to be in London today, but to left the city when the people need services, where the freezing cold, where is every second Russian missiles can attack our hometown. It will be not right to be somewhere outside. It's very important for me as mayor to be present in my hometown, and that's why I want to say sorry. I will be very happy to spend time and talk to you directly without internet, offline, but I have to stay in Kiev.
Of course. Of course you do. Of course you do. And I certainly remember that during the Second World War, when London was being so badly bombed, the Londoners really appreciated the fact that the royal family stayed in London and suffered in the same way that Londoners did. And the Queen Mother said, how could she possibly leave London given everything that the East End was going through? It's a very hard time. Can I ask you, is there any justification for bombarding Kyiv? Are there any military targets that could be used as justification for bombing the city of 3.5 million people?
Main target, every one of us.
Yes.
All the Ukrainians. But easiest way to make city, to put city in the blackout, no water, no electricity, no heating. We fighting to surviving. And in this critical time, thank you for everyone. But I want to say public transportation is work, hospitals is work, schools, preschools, and we show our resistance, and it's very important to be strong. Yes. And because Russians always accept strong position, they never ever pay attention to weak countries, and that's why we have to be strong, and we are time stronger together with our partners. And Great Britain, pretty long time, always support Ukraine politically, economically, defensive weapons, and we never forget you support and you help in this critical time. We very appreciate. And
can I ask you one more question before I ask Sir John to follow up? But I mean, are the Ukrainian air defences in Kyiv sufficient? And what else is needed? And what else do you need from other countries?
I'm not expert in air defense, yes. But anyway, the Russians sent in this year much more drones. Can you imagine? At the same time, 500 drones. At the same time, ballistic and cruise missiles. And air defense worked pretty well and almost shoot down everything, but they can't give 100% guarantee and can't give 100% protection. And that's why we have some damages.
Yes.
Fighting. And also air defense, very important. It's very important to be together with Ukraine politically, economically, and right now we need electric generators because we have huge deficit in the whole country. around 70% deficit in whole country, also in our hometown. Can you imagine just 2, 3, 4 hours per day with electricity?
Yeah.
And after that, sorry, we can't give to everyone because it's a huge deficit,
Yeah.
big deficit. And yeah, it's thank you. We receive a lot of generators, but we need more.
You need more. Can I go to Sir John?
Thank you. Mr. Klitschko, it's very good to see you. And can I say how much we admire you and the people of Kiev for your extraordinary resilience. About 4 weeks ago, you suggested that people who could leave Kiev should do so. Is that still the position? How many people have left? And does it make it harder to look after and support, let's say, the very elderly who may not be able to leave if the sort of more mobile people are leaving the city?
Believe me, for me as mayor, it's very difficult to say to people left the city. But my message exactly, if you have somewhere in the region, the Kiev region, houses by friends, relatives, some people where you have basic services, heating and water, please use this chance and to have some place for temporary place for this very cold period of time when we're not available to give the service to everyone. First of all, it's make our life much easier, to make less pressure to our infrastructure. For 1 point, a lot of people listened that and moved. I want to say the Kiev before the war, 3.8 million people, right now 3.5 million people, around 600,000 refugees from east and west, east and south of Ukraine. Why they come to Kiev? First of all, safety is main priority. Kiev protected from air defense better than another city. And for safety reason, people come into Kiev. Second point, we provide the best services, medical care, education. It's whole spectrum of services is also very important. And the main point also, jobs. We produce the jobs. People need jobs. And some people, if I ask to leave the city, they listen me. Big part of people who have a chance, they move. But anyway, we see the traffic with our cell phones. They spending during the night with the family outside of the city, but during the day they coming back because they need to work. Jobs, it's very important. And that's why the numbers during the day is 3.5 million. During the night, 500,000 less than during the day.
Can I also ask you, President Zelensky has been critical of the city administration in terms of resilience. But I think you've said that you have not spoken to him directly for something like 4 years. Is that still the case? And how do you respond?
It's actually self-government is a base for democracy in every country, in every democratic country. And self-government was, by the way, attacked from Russians, and 55 mayors in Ukraine was kidnapped. One was killed, and I guess 5 mayors disappeared and somewhere in the prison in Russia. And we beginning to build territorial defense, and we was criticized because war will be not happens. and we are panicker. But anyway, we have information, and we have to be prepared for this war. And from beginning the war, we do it everything to support our army, to help them, and do that until today. Regarding, we have not easy relationship between self-government and central government. It's not just my opinion, it's opinion from many mayors. Take information from different sources, talk to another mayors. Don't believe me, talk to another. I'm more than sure we have exactly the same situation, same information. Regarding relationship, we understand to be president during the war, it's not easy. The president is busy, and I don't want to complain, but anyway, unity inside the country without political games make us much stronger. And the competition, political competition, or something what sometimes we have a lot of examples during the war, it's not soft to say, it's not smart. And that's why I told President criticize us. We was not good prepared for this case. I'm sorry, I'm not responsible for air defense. I'm sorry, we do it everything what we can. And I told to President totally open, it's agenda from Russians. We have couple of examples. Who is guilty? Self-government. Who is guilty? Central government. Who is guilty? The company who delivered energy. We fighting against each other, but nobody remind Putin. Putin sent the records. Putin destroyed our life of our civilians. And I told to President, please don't following agenda of Putin. We have to be united. We have to support each other, to fighting together. Together with time stronger.
Absolutely.
Good. Alex.
Thank you, Mayor Klitschko. You described some of the destruction that had been happening through Kyiv and the rest of the country as a result of the Russian invasion. And we now know that many people require humanitarian assistance in order to get through the day. Could you tell us a little bit more about the type of humanitarian assistance you're providing to the residents of Kyiv, and what more the international community might be able to do to support you?
First of all, we built our hospitals totally independent with own energy sources. We have water, separate waters, electric generators, and they working for some possible blackout. They can working as residence islands for people. Almost every hospitals can work autonomous. We support and mobile heating system connect to houses where old people. I'm sorry for my English, pretty long time doesn't have practice, and my vocabulary is reduced.
It's fantastic. And it's so much better than our Ukrainian.
And we give support for all people, the people who have problem with movement, and we connected with everyone. We have almost 30,000 people in Kyiv. We every day in contact, give the service, medical care, food, and prepare right now the good places where people can spend this difficult time when outside is cold. In apartments it's also very cold. We evacuate people outside of the country, and they spend time there. But people don't want to move. It's always better in apartment, and we give much more as possible electricity, because they can use electrical heating, and humanitarian help support, some warm clothes, and with the connection, and open a lot of 1,500 some places close to the house. They people can spend it during the night or during the day, receive the food, take a shower, drinks, and in every points the temperature is around 20 Celsius degrees, is pretty warm, and that's why nobody died from cold in our hometown. Nobody we care about that. It's difficult situation. It's very difficult. It's our all municipalities, our municipal enterprises working pretty hard to support everyone.
And if you could ask for one thing from the international community in terms of humanitarian aid, what would you ask for?
First of all, from air defense depend. The Russians try to bring us to blackout, totally blackout. It's everything depends from air defense. First point. The second point, we asking about electric generators, powerful electric generators, what we can connect to the buildings and give to people electricity, because Russians destroyed communication from our nuclear station to our hometown, and that's why the local energy is very important for us. Actually, we send all letters what we need to our partners and receive a lot of electric generators. It's so many electric generators right now, over 300 tons of diesel we use every day for generators is big, and right now we have to carry about every electric generators we make right now. Enterprises who actually responsible for services to every electric generators, full in services, filters, and you have to care about everyone, and also very unusual job for us.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's been answered. Thank
been
you.
answered. Phil.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, there are more than 5 million Ukrainian refugees across Europe, including the countries you mentioned in your opening remarks, Germany, Poland, Czech Republic and elsewhere. What support do you think needs to continue to be provided by European countries for refugees in those countries as we enter the 5th full year since the full-scale invasion?
Excuse me, I want to correct you, over 10 million Ukrainians right now outside of the country. We very appreciate for everyone who support our refugees. It's very important to us. Our biggest challenge, our biggest values, not the buildings, not the bridges and roads. Our biggest values, our citizens. And it's very important to bring the citizens back to our homeland when war will be stopped. But it's a difficult challenge. Everyone coming back. Peace, first point. Second point, services. And main point, job. And we also responsible for that. And main point for us and main challenge to be successful after the war. A lot of politicians talking about recovering of Ukraine, rebuild of Ukraine, Marshall Plan for Ukraine. So I guess every one of you listen that these words many times. I have a question. Some one of you read the Marshall Plan for Ukraine. Rebuild of Ukraine. It's not the buildings, it's not the rotten bridges. Rebuild of Ukraine, reform, what we have to provide of European rule of law, of European standards. And we can't make this plan without your assistance. And that's why we counting when war will be stopped. It's very important to be successful. Our success of Ukraine, the best answer for you as our partners. And also, success of Ukraine is the best answer to Putin.
And just drawing on your comments there about the importance of the Ukrainian people, President Zelensky has amended the rules recently around young men in particular. At the moment, when you're 25, you get drafted into the military, but young men between the age of 18 to 22 can now leave Ukraine, as I understand it, and then come back. Do you think that change is the right step to take for the young people of Ukraine?
My personal opinion is it will be very difficult to bring the people back. Young people very easy integrate in society. They easily learn languages. They build the families. And for us, it will be very difficult to bring the people back to Ukraine. Can you imagine? I guess right now population in Ukraine less than 30 millions.
Yeah.
Just 20 years ago was double more. And the young people, we need the people who will be rebuilt